You cannot win, Revan.
Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taris yet? What have you been doing all this time? I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taris will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brejik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Carth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I'm sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Carth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Carth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Vulkars, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith. I think we'll need some help getting off Taris. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you. A vision? A vision of what? It's strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity. I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories. The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taris, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taris.
Yes, what's on your mind? You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss? I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period. I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all. I don't know that you'll betray me, but there are no guarantees. Not for you, not for me. You don't have to take it personally. Me? I don't remember ever saying anything about a traitor. All I mean is that if you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself. I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business? Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Carth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another. There are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... Ah, yes, the rescue again. Very well, for what it's worth, I concede the point to you. You rescued me from Brejik, and yet we're still stuck here on Taris. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Taris. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive, showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game. Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would. Why do you gotta go putting my brother down like that? That's just mean. Besides, it wasn't his idea to leave. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Inkin kuno ba mulira chinkun? Tongai tun kun ching, ni boboji mata, ni punaje, dolpi kiknyunyan. Kachichu aitha odunga. Inkin kuno ba mulira chinkun? Slima podonna. Rundi hodonga kun hunkabi. Rundi hodonga ku hunkabi. Wana kunbes, jink palamul tong king ba na kongkek. Tung ting tachun kun mek mulira best. Takum justak miki grabal mogo. Kachi chu ay taudonga tulpata bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampong pa bolawan na chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tonghay tuam jiji yumalit pa ang inkotu. Tolba da bunkwalya gando de nago chuchut. Kachi chuay thaudonga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulira de ne bobo. Unko kun biskang bamulara. Shagjikin lord chawata uma? Kavavulpa mulji gumana. King kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
I'm here.
Sure.
Ready?
I'm here.
Sure.
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head? He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? So I've seen. If I were Malik, I'd be a bit nervous to have you on my tail. I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here it comes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malik were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all but helpless before it. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and joined their cause. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I don't know what talking about.
Hey, I know you! You're the mysterious stranger, right? Everybody's saying you're gonna fight Bendak Starkiller in an illegal death match. You know, Bendak's never lost a match in his life, right? You need to take a look at my weapons and armor. Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them. And I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Not yet. First you bring me the launch codes. Then I'll tell you the rest of my plan. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Wata bogra tuana abok sercha. Chuba chona Bendak kratuga kilewata. Kas kratuk bisla. Mulirabut malia nichaski. Ochang yon torong chioeta. Ola onna chinek. Ba mulera kun miskin. Jibedwana ni bobo, Tonmamun shanun yang, Muchitito aki jijaku. Tawan narota ayot tagwa. Kankilo ganai mechus kochis kanayo. Toga ya fulke. Gokola Gigi, Raja Nichu.
Ladies and gentlemen, Come with me now on a journey to the savage days of years gone by, to a time when 2 combatants entered the arena and only 1 came out alive. They're illegal. They're banned. They've been outlawed for nearly 10 years, but we've got one for you tonight. A good old-fashioned death match! In this corner, a living legend. A man whose very name would make his opponents shake in their boots. If any of them were still alive. Out of retirement for one last battle, Bendak Starkiller! And who would be crazy enough to step into the ring with such a lethal legend? Who would be mad enough to face almost certain death merely for your enjoyment? Ladies and gentlemen, feast your wondering eyes on the mysterious stranger. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let the death match begin! Bendak is down! It's over! It's over! The fight is over! Bendak Starkiller is down! Bendak Starkiller is dead! Oh, hail the mysterious stranger! The greatest duelist to ever grace the rings of Taris!
Bendak Starkiller, Jiti Manumak, Bendak Nilurche, Ligla Tetachapoi, Bispoiche Duchang, Tapichayubong, Jijiskapula, Junbola, Watagratug, Jimula. Chikalis Bindek Chikalis Patkoki Taris Manaris Tonjonea Hakonon Nulera Yomunaze Chichinui Beguana Itawish Mulinebovone Ubanatu Laboda Yamijusa Ayo Honopis Tuula Jiyokako, Patisaka Punta Shok, Uma Turun Kilapia, Ta Chum Duchong Now.
What?
I'm here.
What? This is great. You beat Bendak. You're a legend. Whenever anyone asks, I can say I was the first duelist the mysterious stranger ever beat in the ring. I'm gonna be famous.
I don't think you had a chance against Bendak, but you sure showed me. You showed us all. Too bad your career as a duelist is over now. I mean, nobody's gonna be stupid enough to go up against you anymore. Not even Twitch. Kind of funny, isn't it? You win the big match, and you kill your career.
Congratulations, stranger. I never thought anyone would beat Starkiller. Did you know it was because of him that I became a duelist in the first place? As a little girl, I used to dream of meeting him one day. When I finally did, the guy was a complete slime ball. Made me realize I had to be cold and ruthless to survive. Like him. And now, he's dead. There's probably a lesson in there somewhere. Something for me to think about, at least. Congratulations again, stranger. And goodbye.
Twitch is my favorite. He's wild. I never saw a deathmatch before. I thought it would be exciting, but it was actually kind of gross.
I recognize you. You're that new duelist everyone's talking about. The mysterious stranger. I never thought anyone would ever beat Bendak. 100 years from now, people will still be talking about you.
Pretty soon, all of Taris will be talking about how you beat Bendak in that fight, stranger. You're famous now, but that's not necessarily a good thing. The more well-known you are, the more chance the Sith will take an interest in you. And nobody wants that kind of attention. Of course, of course.
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendak Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Good day to you, then.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Or were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Endar Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Carth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the Rakghoul disease, of course. It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries, and then I'll administer the proper treatment. Welcome back. You have the serum? Impossible! How did you get this? No, wait, I don't really want to know. Can I see it? The serum, I mean? I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities. Let me see. Yes, this is it! A cure for the Rakghoul disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Taris owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs. I appreciate everything you've done. There are many who would have sold the serum to the crime lord Davik for a much higher sum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
Blew it! If you'd brought that Rakghoul Serum to Zax, you would have made it worth your while. No, you had to go and do the honorable thing.
The other two, he enjoyed it out, and really good, and he began Bolivia, when now for the Dufta.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
And he began Bolivia.
Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak when they went to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? Would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat. There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you. But the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians. But you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right. And every single one of them are speaking of. I think we're done. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Greetings again, friend. Have you mentioned my anti-alien league to others? We must always be looking for those sympathetic to our cause. Excellent. Excellent. There is much work yet to be done, but spreading our message is the first step. Remain true to the cause, friend. Enlightened humans such as yourself are few and far between. But we shall triumph when the day of reckoning comes. A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this...
Hachu apanki, jishawa anibong kasha, chonasi, ichua byongbo joni, minamambato mule ra, hakugri katgota parabola, tanga boksha nak nong, kin kun shin kin, nikin kun na bule mule raji kun, shuni yun ni jiji aldwana, kava volpa muli kumana. Mokau dangya foki. Chachiska do punta kakaspaka, bano oto. Genchopa chawi tikchok twis yun kun, watu yama kama wona henak nek, bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami no nok. Tinku ukapa, dopano aska, chi nisko na akava ambaka.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
Achuta, wanga kun pistol piking kunyana, tong patogas magdelia. Shag chikin lor chawata uma, kava volpa mulchi kumana. Kin kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun, wama kun bes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma? Tuni pudu, rana nu prata dunkno sercha ichua penki. Mucha shakpangpa, inkin kun no ba mulri rachikun, takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga, tulpada bonk molya gando danago churchut. Moga shampongpa, bolawan na chikni. Bamul neslik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando danago churchut, kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de nebobo, munka kun biskang bamulara.
Tong haitwam jiji jum lumpa, nitapo e tikito, dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindu bobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira.
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotak. Tugnin chatukunne mulirabes. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi.
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. But we've got a small problem. I haven't heard about anyone breaking into the military base yet, so I know you don't have those departure codes. If you want me to help you, you've got to bring something to the table. So until you get those codes, we really don't have much to talk about. Glad to hear it. I'll be waiting right here.
Ako ci kopa. Chino mulera king pajak slimo puitwana. Tomba tora smaktelia. Ashuta. Wonga kumbistur piki kunyana. Chiyoka kolmolera. Quien conjo peshak. Nova moleraji. Cherion toranchi. Aitatia. Ula una chinek, babulera slimoanga kubiskin, chachis kadom puta, kasabubaka, mocha odanga, ya fulki, chibedwana ni bobo, tongnamun shanun yang, muchitito aki, chijaku. Kava dumpa kulpiyeya mokapapa. Chiskani cho. Yinkin konoba mure rachikum. Togna wong shamunyang. Kava vulpa mulche kumana. Kachi chonna itha odunga. Taukum justak mike grabil mogo. Tulpada vunquaya gandoda naga chuchut. Moga shampumpa, boyawana chikni. Gamul slimo podana wanga kumbis, mulira vest. Tomba toras materia. Chiyoka kolmolera. Quien conjo peshak, noga muleraji. Cherion toranchi, aitatia. Ula una chinek, babulera slimoanga kubiskin, chibedwana ni bobo. Kachi chona itha odunga. Tomba toras materia. Chiyoka kolmolera. Quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji. Cherion toranchi, aitatia. Ula una chinek, babulera slimoanga kubiskin, chibedwana ni bobo. Kachi chona itha odunga. Chibedwana ni bobo. Tongnamun shanun yang. Muchitito aki, chijaku.
Hey, I recognize you. You're the one who won the swoop race. You better be careful out here. Those damn vultures will be looking to get even with you for winning that race and killing Brezhik.
On behalf of Gadden, I want to offer the thanks of all the hidden Beks. You rode like a true champion in the swoop race. I'm sorry Gadden can't be here to thank you in person, but he's retired to the safety of his private chambers. I'm afraid he's grieving over Brezhik's death. Even so, I think Gadden hoped that somehow Brezhik could be made to realize the error of his ways. Despite everything he had done, Gadden probably would have forgiven him. Brezhik violated the customs and traditions of Taris. He dishonored himself by refusing to honor his wager. He got what he deserved. Even Gadden has to realize that.
Gadden sounds like the kind of person who you'd want in charge down here. At least to me.
But he isn't out of danger yet. The surviving Vulkars will still want him dead. He's a prime target now, as are you. You better be careful out on the streets.
Hey there, Upworlder. You want to see what I got for sale in my inventory? Or do you need something else? It ain't the best stuff.
You have done a great thing for my village, Upworlder. Few from the surface would bother to cure an outcast of the Rakghoul disease as you have done. My only regret is that I have no reward to give you for your aid, save my thanks and the thanks of my people. As you wish, Upworlder. Should you have need of anything else, come speak to me. I represent the entire village and I will do my best to help you however I can.
You amaze me. I always thought the surface dwellers couldn't care less about us outcasts. But you risked everything to help those infected villagers. I wish I had some type of reward to give you, but we outcasts have nothing. All I can offer is the gratitude of the entire village. Farewell.
Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your quest? Have you found the journals of my father and grandfather? Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rakghoul, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals!
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rakghoul? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rakghoul. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rakghoul. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous. We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. But the destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.